This universe and all the creatures living in are ruled by the three basic constituents or qualities of their existence. We cannot be born and have our physical reality. We cannot have passion and fulfill our desires. We cannot become happy and feel joy without the three subtle basic component of their existence. The three subtle basic component is commonly known as trigunas, and they are tamas, rajas and sattva, and these gunas are responsible for the creation, continuation or preservation, and destruction of anything, the physical, psychological or spiritual realm which are present in this universe, from the most complex and heavenly celestial bodies to the smallest particles of their existence. The creation, continuation and destruction of them are ruled by trigunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. Even our thoughts, which are intangible, are made up of the three subtle components. Due to the intangible nature of the subtle basic sattva, raja and tama components, schools and universities that teach modern sciences are unaware that they exist, hence they do not include them in their curriculum. As a result, the concept of the three subtle basic components may seem alien to some of us, depending on which one of the three subtle components is predominant within us. It influences how we react to situations, how we make decisions, how we make choices, and how we live our lives. Since they are not physical in nature, it is difficult to put a finger on them and give them a physical characteristic. Through this video, I have made an effort to give you a sense of what these three subtle components are about and how they influence our lives.
Now, let us understand the three gunas in detail. Firstly, let us understand tamas. What is tamas? The word tamas literally means inertia, that is, inactivity or no action. Tamas is one of the fundamental constituents and qualities of the existence.
Because of tamas, stability, resistance, and destruction are possible. If there is no tamas, there will be no resistance or no stopping of any action. Else, there will be continuous motion or continuous traveling towards infinite. Because of tamas, we are able to sit, sleep, and do other in action. Among three celestial bodies, the Mother Earth, the Sun, and the Moon, the Mother Earth is considered as tamas, because the physical reality of all the creatures living in the Earth is dominantly contributed by Earth itself.
Tamas is the nature of Earth, and she's the one who gives birth. The gestation period that we spent in the womb is tamas, and is like a state which is almost like hibernation, but it's growing. So, tamas is the nature of the earth, and the nature our own birth.
Therefore, tamas, the inertia, is essential and is the part of existence. Those who aspire for power, immortality and strength, they will worship those form of feminine or masculine which referred to as tamas, like a Kali or the Mother Earth or the Rudra Shiv.
Tamas, the inertia predominantly manifests during night time between 6 p.m. and 4 a.m. It reaches at its peak at midnight, that is at 12 p.m.
It is symbolized by black color or anything that has highest percentage of black color. Heavy metal, music that encourages violence, and drugs belong to tamas. Man-made clothes such as lycra, nylon, likewise torn clothes, and iron clothes, black and dirty clothes has highest percent of tamas. Likewise, pornography, violence, horror movies all are considered as Tamsic movies. Books that incite degradation of spirituality, harming of society, are also considered as Tamsic books.
Foods such as dried vegetables, chilled, to cold or frozen foods, twice heated foods, foul-smelling, stale, soiled food in which water content is very less, overcooked food, food that are difficult to digest, non-vegetarian food, wines, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, and all the negative pranic foods are considered as Tamsic foods.
According to Bhagavad Gita, tamas is also known as the mode of ignorance which mislead all beings to untruth. Those who are overwhelmed or overpowered or highly dominant by tamas are Tamsic people, and such people are most of the time gripped by laziness, dull mind, lack of motivation to do anything, excessive sleep, delusion, false belief, intoxication, loss of physical and mental control, especially by alcohol or any drugs, addiction, attachment to anythings, involvement in the sex-related activities, dark thoughts, negativity, prone to depression, or may have a feeling of doing suicide, lack of awareness of happening, fear, violence, lacking ability to use our own intellect that is unable to filter what is right and what is wrong, and other vices, other immoral behavior. All these experiences and happening are due to excessive tamas.
But tamas itself is neither good nor bad. When tamas is balanced, it is okay. However, when it is not balanced and one gets overpowered by tamas, it leads to ignorance, which is indeed the root cause of all suffering, and so leads us to error, or failure to self-recognition of our already existed true self, the Satchitananda Rupa, which is unborn, unchanging and utterly untouched by any kind of suffering.
Thanks for watching Secrets Manthan. This is part 1. Next part will come soon.